The elevator game gone wrong. Lena had always been fascinated by urban legends. She spent hours watching videos about rituals and supernatural games, but nothing ever worked. Bloody Mary, nothing. The Midnight Man, just a waste of time. That changed when she discovered the elevator game. She first heard about it in an old forum post. An anonymous user claimed that if you pressed a specific sequence of buttons in a 10-story building's elevator, it would transport you to another world. There were rules. 1. Follow the button sequence 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5, 2. If a woman enters on the 5th floor, do not look at her. 3. If you reach the 10th floor, step out only if you dare. No one knew what would happen if you broke the rules. The ones who did never came back. Lena thought it was bullshit, but she wanted to try it anyway. She found the perfect place. An abandoned apartment complex downtown. The power was still on and the elevator worked. Perfect. She entered at 11:50 p.m. carrying a flashlight and her phone to record everything. The doors slid shut. She pressed 4. The elevator creaked upwards. The doors opened to an empty, dark hallway. She ignored it and continued. 2 empty, 6 empty, 2 empty, 10. Nothing but a long, silent corridor. Then came the 5th floor. The moment she pressed the button, something changed. The air grew heavy. The elevator lights flickered. The hum of the machinery sounded off. The doors slid open. At first, it was just an empty hallway, but then footsteps. A woman stepped inside. She was tall, unnaturally thin, and wearing a long white dress. Her jet-black hair covered her face, and she smelled like rotting flowers and damp earth. Lena's throat went dry. The rules: do not look at her, do not speak. She forced her gaze onto the elevator buttons, gripping her phone tighter. The woman stood right beside her. The elevator resumed its ascent. Lena's skin crawled with an unbearable sensation, like being watched. Then, the woman whispered, "Are you lost?" A cold wave ran through Lena's body. She squeezed her eyes shut. "Don't answer, don't even breathe." But the woman moved closer. Lena could feel her breath, ice cold, rancid. "Look at me." Lena's fingers hovered over the emergency stop button. The elevator shuddered violently. The lights cut out. Everything went black. Then a loud bang. The elevator crashed to a halt. Lena's phone screen flickered. Through the dim light, she saw the floor number, B1, the basement. The doors slid open. Beyond them was nothing but darkness. Her phone buzzed. A notification popped up. 1 new video saved. Lena, trembling, tapped the screen. The footage showed her standing in the elevator, alone, or so she thought. But when the 5th floor doors opened, the woman stepped in. Except she wasn't human. Her face was a swirling blur, her limbs too long, her head tilting at an unnatural angle. And the moment Lena looked away, she grinned. The video cut to static. Lena's breath hitched. She slammed the 1st floor button. The doors slammed shut. The elevator groaned, the lights flickering erratically. The woman's voice echoed from the darkness. "You shouldn't have looked." A hand gripped Lena's ankle. Cold, wet, wrong. She screamed. The elevator shot up at breakneck speed. The numbers blurred. B1, 1, 2, 3, 4, too fast. Suddenly it stopped. The doors slid open. Lena stumbled out, gasping for breath. She was back at the lobby. The real world. She turned. The elevator was empty. The button panel was normal. Had she imagined it? Her phone buzzed again. 1 new video saved. With shaking hands, she opened it. It was a recording, but not from her phone. It was a live feed, a grainy night vision view of an elevator in total darkness. And in the center of the screen, the woman, standing still, smiling. The screen glitched, and then the text changed. "See you soon." Lena's phone died. the elevator doors creaked open, and the woman was inside, waiting.